reason. It's just like parents don't want to let their daughters go, but they can't do anything. They have to. Welcome back. It's me, Jyoti, and no one else. It's me solo, and that's how it's going to be this whole week at least. Let's get on with the show. And literally, there is a show that's quickly released track 5 after track 4. I was like, okay, अब तो 2-3 हफ्ते तक कुछ आएगा नहीं, लेकिन suddenly regularity has happened, which is nice to see. It's honestly nice to see, and I'm talking about Coke Studio Bharat, of course, but I was pleasantly surprised, as you saw in the last reaction, pleasantly surprised with track 4. I have to say, track 1 did not enjoy much. It was an easy listen. I'm just recapping. Track 2, I enjoyed because I listened to it on the day of Holi, but subsequent listens I didn't really enjoy it that much. Track 3 was very like just it was just disappointing. You all saw that reaction. Track 4, when I had no expectations, um, was a breath of fresh air and definitely a step in the right direction. Although when I was listening to it more times since that reaction day, I feel like it reminded me of um Coke Studio back in the day. It kind of very strongly had those vibes, especially with the with the ooh, ooh, like those kind of things that were happening in that track was very reminiscent of kind of an era gone by in Coke Studio. I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing. It is just a thing. And some people like that, some people don't like that, or some like not don't like it, but are just now waiting for something newer. So, because I had multiple conversations with multiple friends in the industry and out, like regular people and viewers and all of you. And I feel track 4 definitely across the board, everyone agreed that it was a step in the right direction after the first 3 tracks being the way they were. So, TK, suddenly now track 5 has come in such quick like succession. So I'm just adjusting my feet. Also, my doorbell is gonna ring at some point. I'm expecting a delivery, so I might have to pause this in the middle. I'm just saying. Okay, that done. Let's check this out. It's track 5. I have stayed away from spoilers, but I have heard that it's nice. I've just been told you'll like it. Let's hope that's correct. Let me just quickly read the blurb. Okay. A father daughter relationship. Oh, I like it already. A father daughter relationship envelops immense compassion, protection, and love. True. They share a special connection that grows stronger with time and never fades away. Also true. Hashtag kya Karie Korimol unveils such a beautiful father daughter bond on a wedding day. Oh, listen, I know I'm going to cry. If you're doing father-daughter bond and on the wedding day, I'm gonna cry. I know it. The lyrics tell the emotional journey of a bride and her father as they prepare for her wedding feast. I'm telling you, without fail, at every one of my friends' vidai ceremonies, I have bawled my eyes out. I just cannot, for some reason, I cannot see dads crying. Anyone's dad, my own, of course, but I just hate to see fathers crying. And especially when they're saying bye to their daughters, I just can't take it. My heart just breaks into a million pieces. So if that's what this is about, I better get the tissue ready. Okay, featuring ALIF, a poet, singer, and songwriter who won the ERA Award for his single. What is ERA Award? IRAA? I have to Google this later. ERA Award for his single, Like a Sufi. His poignant and melancholic lyrical compositions are known for their colloquial references to society. Nice. He's accompanied by the very soulful Aashima Mahajan, a well known Indian musician, playback and singer, and actor, and Noor Mohammad, an Indian traditional Sufi music performer and songwriter from Handwara in North Kashmir. Oh, nice. Tune into this masterpiece to get a glimpse of a father daughter love. Okay. We're calling it a masterpiece already. ALIF X Aashima Mahajan X Noor Mohammad, written and composed by ALIF. Creator producer Ankur Tiwari, produced by Aman Morani, ALIF and Ashish Manchanda. Lovely. Okay, lead vocals, featuring vocals, female lead vocals. One woon vocals. This is a tongue twister. One woon vocals. One, two. There. Okay, so there's backup vocals, bass, drums, and the buka. The buka, acoustic and electric guitar, piano, and synths. Okay, listen, I think I've read everything. Strings transcribed by Gaurang Deshpande. Violin 1, 2, cello, and viola. Okay, listen. I'm reading all these and I'm already like, okay, let's get to it. Can't wait now. Chalo. Track 5, Coke Studio Bharat. Kya Karie Korimol. 1, 2, 3, play.
Coke Studio Bharat. Subscribe now.
ख्वादीनो हजरात मुख्तसर बात साहिबे मसनद सुनो हजरात हजरात मुख्तसर बात अहले निसाब सुनो
त्राम पेड़ बिहित चोर बाज हागो अपोर 10 पाक जल्दी दी तो पछव हा लोगो शोर
विक्या 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 गुश्तावा विक्या 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 कबाबा सरपुशल त्रामी बदली सावा मुझ माज़ पत्यो पत्यो बदकते वाज़ मुझ सरपुशल त्रामी बदली सावा मुझ माज़ पत्यो पत्यो बदकते वाज़ मुझ विक्या 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 गुश्तावा
त्राम पेड़ बिहित चोर बाज हागो अपोर 10 पाक जल्दी दी तो पछव हा लोगो शोर
Drabi hashuban, potion mazduban, prapin tour to tuat pareshan, kashur hashuban, dasataras mans. Vikya 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 vishtaba, vikya 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 kababa, vikya 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 vikya. Dry food palau ditto kishmish san ho kya kare goshur kya zaman wo. एक रुन मास क्विंटल एक रुन जो क्विंटल हो देखा देखी कर क्या कर गोरे मोल एक रुन मास क्विंटल एक रुन जो क्विंटल हो देखा देखी कर क्या कर गोरे मोल मार सारे से तू गायरन हुसू लश्कर वो बट बिसूजी त्रामी यल सालर वो मार सारे से तू गायरन हुसू लश्कर वो बट बिसूजी त्रामी यल सालर वो क्या कर गोरे मोल क्या कर गोरे मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल नाराज दिया नरी मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल नाराज दिया नरी मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल नाराज दिया नरी मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल क्या कर कोरी मोल नाराज दिया नरी मोल
घर कहाँ है दुल्हनों से पूछना कौन सा लिबास पहने बैठना डाकिया बदल गया चिट्ठियों को क्या पता दुल्हनों से पूछना कौन सा है घर तेरा
साहिबे मसनद सुनो हजरात हजरात मुख्तसर बात अहले निसाब सुनो
Tramp per bihet sor, vaz hago apor, das pag jaldi dito, paseo halogo shor.
Vikya 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 Mara sada ziltu gairin huzul ashkar vod But bisuzi trami il salar vod Mara sada ziltu gairin huzul ashkar vod But bisuzi trami il salar vod
Kya kar korimol, kya kar korimol, kya kar korimol, naraziya nerimol,
Kya kar korimol, kya kar korimol, kya kar korimol, naraziya nerimol. Kya kar korimol, kya kar korimol, kya kar korimol, naraziya nerimol. Kya kar korimol, kya kar korimol, kya kar korimol, naraziya nerimol. Drami hajuban, poshan mazduban, rippin tour tuk tot pareshan, kashura shuban.
Oh my God. Why did they end it on that note? I'm feeling very anxious and sad. Okay, yes, it's a masterpiece. I mean, yeah. What? Okay, I need to collect my thoughts because this is so. Oh, okay. First of all, this language is beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I'm feeling disappointed that we've not heard more of this language in popular music, you know, till today. And I have not. Maybe there have been songs. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like why? It's such a beautiful language. I didn't understand the language, but I understood the emotion in every section of it. And I was trying to follow with the subtitles, but um it was just so nice on the ears. So nice. I really wish that, you know, um they use this language more often in songs and in movies and like just in general life. Um, okay, so that being said, because I honestly, okay, I have to collect my thoughts because I want to talk about how I felt through the song as it progressed. Um, I have to ask, was that Alif standing behind the mic and singing with the guitar? I think it was, right? Alif, Alif, Alif. Um, and the person sitting, I'm guessing, was Noor Mohammad, right? Okay. Beautiful. First of all, very so different. So different. Both of them in their vocal texture and tonality. So completely different. And honestly, the song took me by surprise. It took me by major surprise with the playfulness that it started with and ended with, of course. But just the start, I was like, what? What? I was fully expecting like this very slow, like soulful, um, very Sufi, traditional, that kind of like zone. And it was completely off from that. So there itself, it had my attention. Boom, I'm in. What is going on? Wow, I'm liking this vibe. So that happened. And then of course, then I had to keep like my eyes glued to the lyrics while also trying to understand what's happening on set. And this is what I got. This is obviously the first part was the father and all the wedding, basically the basically shaadi ki halchal, jo chal rahi hai ghar mein, and people are coming and the cook is making something, and there's like all this activity going on. Basically the guests are arriving in their cars. um I am a little surprised by this. One cook cooks a quintal mutton's feast, another for quintal stew. Big and bigger gift platters were rushed when an invitee didn't show up. What can a bride's father do as such? Should he be trading his own life as such? Okay. Okay. So if translated, I can understand what it's trying to say in English. Obviously, that doesn't come across. I really wish, and this is for the Coke Studio team if they're watching, I really wish that when you put subtitles, you put it in English and in Hindi, because I feel the translation will be more closer to the original meaning in Hindi. Because, I mean, no hate to English, but English is a very bland language in that sense, especially when you're translating emotions. Um, from any of our Indic languages. So that is just my little note. Like, let's have the Hindi translation and uske niche English. That would be nice. So that being said, the I think that part is called one moon, the one moon vocals, right? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. My apologies if I'm not. Please correct me. But the one moon vocals, when the four women, their part happened, four or five. I think it was five. Sorry, I don't want to say this one. Zartasha, Zainab, Shivani, Matyal, Samhita, Shiledar, Samiha, Nabi, and Rumuze Bekhudi. So five of them. That part, oh my God, I feel like my heart stopped beating. Goosebumps, like from head to toe. I was just, it was enrapturing. It was so beautiful, so beautiful. It was, like when a certain piece of music just kind of uh, elevates you from the soul level and kind of takes you into some kind of out of body experience almost happens. That is what happened. It was so impactful. I really wish it had gone on longer. I really wish. But no, I'm not taking away anything from how it was arranged. It was beautiful as it is as well. But it was just so freaking amazing that I really, really wish it would have been a little more prolonged. Because right then, so that whole bit where Ashima sang her part, um, again, as a girl, maybe you feel it more, but that's a very, 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 very important moment, I think, in a girl's life, where she's just wondering where is my home? Which one is my home? What can I call home right now? I don't know. Um, and for me, who's always been a wanderer in life, I feel like, so I don't know where my home really is. So that really hit me. But again, the five vocalists after that with that portion, freaking hell. As much as I enjoyed, here's the thing, it makes me think, as much as I enjoyed the light-hearted kind of, very chirpy, um, almost playful in that sense vibe that was set by the first part, even though it technically like isn't, because it's like halchal ho rahi hai and the father's worried about 10,000 things happening in the shadi. But inside he's still got, that's why I think Noor Mohammad's voice and his vocal is kind of like there, and his voice is like the inner voice of the father, I feel, which is kind of just in this more shant, contemplative, um, melancholic zone, compared to everything else that's happening, the harbari that's happening around. And then, of course, the bride is in her own world because she's in her own mind and she's going through all these emotions internally. So then that whole like sort of somber atmosphere gets built. And then she gets suddenly snapped out of her thoughts. And again, the shadi ka halchal starts again, right? I think that now here's my thing. As soon as it switched again into that zone, I was wondering, I was like, why did they switch it up? Why did they switch it up? Like I was so in that feeling wala zone. But then as the song ended, I got it. I was like, they're just showing कि क्या होता है शादी में, वेडिंग डे पे क्या क्या चल रहा होता है और उस सब के बीच मन में और माइंड में और हार्ट में क्या क्या चल रहा होता है. So anyway, that was, I feel like it was very nicely executed. I'm just thinking structure wise, like I get it now. I get it now. While listening to it, I didn't completely get it. But yeah, and the thing is that part of it again is the father's bit where the more emotional thoughts are happening. In the first part, I feel like it was more about ये करना है, वो करना है, क्या-क्या काम करने हैं, उस सब के बारे में थॉट्स थे ज़्यादा. And then end part में the father is more about the emotional thoughts. He's like, I've always protected you and you've always been my child, and you've been like piece of my heart, and then he's saying all these prayers that may you be happy and safe wherever you go and all of that. um I'm just trying to see, and the waza has slipped to the other side. Big and bigger gift platters, what can a bride's father do as such, the helplessness sort of like, I feel this is why I feel like I break down and cry at weddings, and in these, it's just like parents don't want to let their daughters go, but they can't do anything, they have to. It's very sad. Should he be trading his own life as such? Oh. And it ends with the old father looks distressed. That's why I was like, why did they end it on that? Oh man. Very nice. Coke Studio Bharat, very nice. I love it. I love it. I think this is by far my favoriteest. Out of all 5 releases, this is my favorite. I really like, I feel like if I listen to the middle portion again, I will cry. And that's because I'll listen to it offline. Not on camera. On camera, I'm just more conscious, especially because I'm also alone. Um, but it definitely made me have a lump in my throat, and I will definitely. Beautiful. That being said, I'm so happy that I got to see, um, Kashmiri culture this way. I have not seen it before like this. And I have read about it, I've heard about it, but this is like the first time in like on like a national platform or a national show, where I am seeing it um in all its like purity and beauty like this. I love it. I'm just really grateful. Thank you, Coke Studio Bharat, for picking this theme and for picking these artists who are clearly like super, super, super authentic, and for just telling the story of a shadi or vidai. Almost, I don't think it's the vidai moment per se, but kind of leading up to it, and from a Kashmiri father and bride point of view. I love it. I think this is the essence of Coke Studio right from the start. This has to be the thing where we um find the micro moments within the bigger moments. The bigger moment is the shadi. The micro moment is that moment when the girl is having this thought and the father is having this thought. Like that's the micro moment within the big moment of the shadi, right? And that is the essence of like um authentic storytelling. So love it. I think the moment picked was a beautiful one. I think the artists picked everyone involved with it, from every musician um to every technician on this song, beautifully selected. And I feel I mean that's just my thing now after listening to it. I just want to hear more of this language, and I want to see more of this culture. Beautiful. And moving forward, I don't know how many tracks are still left in this season of Coke Studio Bharat, but I feel like I would love to be surprised like this moving forward. Just now I'm really feeling like okay, the essence of the show has come across, and in a beautiful way. Just love it. Yeah, Korimol. What is Korimol exactly? What does that word mean? So if you know, just leave a comment, please. But yes, this is just beautiful. It's a Kashmiri wedding, and I have not had the good fortune of seeing it like this. And I really, really, really just like I love Pemona, which was Dari, and I didn't understand it, but I just felt it and I burst into tears the first time I heard it, without having subtitles in front of me. I felt that for this as well. It just is such a beautiful language, and it just conveys the emotions so beautifully, even if you don't understand the lyrics. Okay, that being said, I think I've gushed enough. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Coke Studio Bharat, and everyone on the track. Props. I have to say, cello, Johan, beautiful. That piece, and especially how can I not talk about the violins? The way they were doing their thing with is it the dabke? Yeah, it's the dabke, right? Karan Chitra Deshmukh. That section, oh, just beautiful. So freaking good. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to it and watch this over and over again. Um, and apologies if I missed out something. By the way, yeah. Oh, that is the most replayed part. The one wound part. I have to say, Ashima's vocals, the kind of tonality she took, um, and I haven't heard her before this, so I don't know her natural sort of voice, and I don't know if that's her natural voice, but it was just so bassy and so like dripping with emotion is all I'll say. And vulnerability and that sort of like confusion that she's feeling as a bride and sadness just came across so beautifully. Loved it. Okay, I'm done. Thank you so much for requesting this. I got multiple messages that it had dropped and came as a surprise. I was like, what already? But please keep the regularity. We are loving it. So no complaints, Coke Studio Bharat. Thank you for this track. It's definitely one of the best ones to come out of the brand. And yeah, guys, let me know what else I should get to. I'm there on Instagram and Twitter. This is how you support the channel. Do hit those buttons. I'll see you soon. Take care of you. Live long and prosper.